Hi everyone, I'm so excited to be here today. It's been amazing to hear all of your stories and to get to see what you're doing to help everyone around you as well. My name is Valerie. I am a junior in college right now. I go to Muhlenberg College in Allentown, Pennsylvania, but my story started when I was a freshman in high school. So when I was a freshman in high school, a few days before my first day of school, my parents sat me and my brother down at the kitchen table and they told us that they were getting a divorce. And for me, someone who was just trying to figure out what I should wear on the first day of school, which we know is a pretty big deal, I was not really looking forward to this news. And when I heard it, I went almost overnight from this outgoing, excited person to someone who was already going to a new school where I knew no one, and now I was afraid to talk. So I went into school and I almost made it a game with myself of how long I could go throughout the day without talking to anyone and without looking at anyone. And because of this, I also started to let go of my personal appearance as well. So I'd wear sweatpants every day, I wouldn't comb my hair, I would count down the hours until I could be back home when I walked through the school hallway. And a group of girls started to bully me at school. So I would walk into the hallway every day and I'd open my locker to get my books, and notes would fall out of my locker, telling me that if I wasn't going to talk, I shouldn't come to school. What I wore. And at first I thought that I was the only person that was dealing with this. So I was so much in my own head that I didn't see that there was bullying going around, as you guys know, in every single classroom, not just in my school, but in schools all over the world. And I thought that I was the only person struggling through this until I walked through the hallway one day and I saw another person getting bullied, another student. And I went up to him and I said two simple words. I thought to myself, what are the words that I want to hear right now? What do I feel like I don't right now? I felt like I didn't matter. So I went up to this student and I said, you matter. And he started to cry and he told me that he was planning to take his life that day because he had been bullied every single day since kindergarten and he just couldn't take it anymore. But someone coming up to him and saying two simple words, you matter, changed his life and saved his life. And for me, this was the moment that clicked. I realized that validation, this concept of confirming someone's worth, was so powerful. And I went home that day from school and I Googled how to make a website. And I sat at my kitchen table for 6 hours. There's the braces. I thought neon pink braces were pretty cool then. Big mistake. But I went home from school and I designed this website called The Validation Project. And at first it was just this lunchtime meetup group in my school. But through small steps, it started to spread into an international organization. And soon students weren't just coming to me with issues of bullying, they were coming to me with issues of, I don't like the way I look when I look into the mirror, or I don't feel like I'm accepted when I walk through my school hallway. And what I noticed was, even though each struggle was different, each country they were coming from or state they were coming from was different, every single person also had a passion. So if you're in this room, you have a passion, right? Hands up. Yeah, we all care about something. And these students were coming to me with passions too: basketball, art, writing, anything that you can imagine. And we decided to hone in on that instead of the negative things that they were dealing with. What keeps you going every single day? So through this, the Validation Project turned into an international organization. We work with around 6,000 teenagers in 105 countries, and they come to us with their passions. And what we do is we partner them with a mentor according to that passion. So give me a passion in here. A sport, and art, anything? Yeah. Event planning. What's your name? Jacqueline. So if you came to the Validation Project and you said, I'm passionate about event planning, we would partner you with a professional event planner. And you not only get to mentor with them for 2 months and learn how your skill can become a career, but also what can you do to make that skill something that can change the world. And then we'll work with you to design a social justice event off of that. So if you're passionate about event planning, then we would have you design an event using your skills for a specific cause that you care about. So that's the first thing the Validation Project does. And the second thing we do is make sure that in schools there are conversations happening about kindness and social justice. So instead of the usual United States mandated government curriculum about anti-bullying, which simply focuses on tolerance, the Validation Project designs kindness curriculum for K through 12 schools that focuses on how educators can work with their students to solve issues in the community, and in turn that diminishes cliques, that makes students feel a bigger sense of self-worth and a bigger interest in social justice. So that's what we do. And in addition to our curriculum and our one-on-one mentoring and social justice assignments, we also have 2 more programs that I feel really align with the message of I can help. So the first thing that we do, last year I was fortunate enough to receive the L'Oreal Paris Woman of Worth Award, and through that I received access to the network at L'Oreal Paris. And what I wanted to do with that was provide high school students with the opportunities that have really made me into someone that went from this shy, bullied person to someone who's confident and is looking at what I can do to help other people. So we're working to launch Trailblazers, which will be launched in 2 months at L'Oreal Paris, and that will be a new program for the Validation Project where students like you guys can go on career field trips to different companies that you might want to see yourselves working at one day, and you not only get a tour of the company, but you also get access to mentorships from the employees there and careers you're interested in, conversations about higher education, financial aid, how do you turn what you're interested in one day into a college career, and also how can you work to use that platform of what you're interested in for social justice. And in addition to that, we have a celebrity ambassador program to combat cyberbullying. So even when I was getting bullied, it was only 5 years ago, but getting bullied meant getting bullied at my locker. When I went home, I knew that I was safe. But for now, today, most of the bullying is happening online. And if I was getting bullied today, when I go home, it's just a different type of bullying than it would be at school through social media. So our Celebrity Ambassador program works with ambassadors such as Jazz Jennings from the TLC show I Am Jazz, Elle Fanning, and different other celebrities to be able to combat cyberbullying. So when you're scrolling through Instagram, there's celebrities that you look up to sharing our message of kindness. So I'm just going to end my presentation with a quick note. So I know everyone is coming up here and we're all sharing these things that we're doing, and they're all very different, incredible things, but they're each starting with this struggle. No one is coming up here and saying that they had a great day and then they started this thing and it was great, the end. That wouldn't really be a good story, right? So we're all coming up here showing that we came here with our darkness. We started at our dark point and that turned into our light. So if you're in this room and you don't really know what you want to do yet, or you know what you want to do but you're in that darkness right now, or there's days where you have that burnout and you want to do it but you don't have the support from your administration or your educators or your peers, know that that darkness is one step away from your light, and don't stop doing that, because that's one day going to be a story that you're sharing up here about how you turned your struggle into your superpower. Thank you.